Wife of the governor of Anambra State, Dr. Nonye, cries rising incidents of drug abuse among school children. Anambra State property developers warned against assaulting workers of Anambra State Physical Planning Board. Federal government declares Monday, 12th June, a public holiday. Bangladesh suffers crippling power crisis. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of Koibo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning. Details of the news. I am Priska Wanko. Wife of the governor of Anambra State, Mrs. Nonye Soludo, says it is important to grow a fertile socio-economic environment that gives every Anambra child an equal opportunity to live their full potentials. Mrs. Soludo stated this in Okar explained that her husband's administration has already come up with strategic roadmaps for stronger social structure and policies that support the aspirations of the Anambra child. According to the governor's wife, Anambra State boasts abundance of young untapped potentials, with each child blessed with enormous talent waiting to be explored rightly and showcased to the world. Noting that what every child needs is the right environment supported by education and socio-economic incentives. She, however, observed that government and stakeholders must come up with smart socio-economic policies driven by the will to motivate each child and stir up their dreams, stating that a direct approach would also be engaged to tackle increasing cases of drug abuse among school children and youth. The Anambra governor's wife also explained that the present administration in the state has made significant progress on infant health, improved education, nipping child abuse and forced labor, child marriage, checkmating child trafficking cases, and taking children who should be in classes off the streets. She also noted that being one of the first states in Nigeria to pass the Child Rights Act into law, Anambra State has taken strict measures to ensure that every child is not just protected, but given the right platform to live and also succeed. Anambra State Internal Revenue Service, ARRS enforcement team has apprehended 2 persons for allegedly diverting government revenue. The suspects are Stereo and Borgo, apprehended around the Sand Beach at Aglaze Chuku, Agata local government area, and Onyebuchi Obele, who was caught at Obo Community, Urumba North local government area. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, our correspondent, has the details.
According to Anibogu, he works for a traditional ruler in the area whom he pays between 7 to 10,000 naira daily from tipper driver's levy who excavate sand from the beach.
Igwe, Felix Nanyago 1, Igwe, Keys na Agreed Chuku. The millions I went by saying a lot of 6,000, 7,000. Or up to 7,500.
For Obele, the balance between 15 and 20,000 naira daily from the tipper tickets he sells for Anambra State Tipper Association ASTA through one Jehu Onyejibe, popularly known as Jehu Nanka. Commenting on the feat, the Executive Director, Enforcement, Anambra State Internal Revenue Service AIRS, Dr. Christian Madbuko, restated government's resolve to close all avenues of diverting public revenue.
Upon a tip about for dog and with the 15,000, for dog 10,000. Like today, I want more change with a little Mirizor. But she Mirizor and wake up among Renneton in Naba.
Dr. Madbuko regretted the involvement of some highly placed persons like the custodians of traditional institutions whom he said are supposed to be helping in generating revenue for the development of the state. He said the litany of development projects lined up by the Soludo administration required that all revenue fronts should be effectively harnessed for total implementation.
Everybody, not just the illegal revenue collectors. These people you see on the road, we are looking for the bigger thief, but the arrests will lead to those they are working for. I am sounding a note of warning to everyone. No matter your position, we will get at you if you are involved in this. We call on their number to help the government because people are stealing our revenue.
The leader of the enforcement team, Mr. Chibuzo Chikwendo, frowned that despite Governor Chukwuma Soludo's plea that such revenue windows should remain suspended for now, people still went ahead to collect and make use of the money on their own. The 2 suspects are already in custody for the law to take its full course. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
Anambra State Joint Enforcement Task Force on Development Control across the state has embarked on demolition of illegal structures in the Dimbili North and South local government areas. The development control became imperative due to violation of the state building codes and regulations as well as assaults on its officials by some developers. Government House correspondent A.G. Cabernet filed in this report.
The enforcement exercise, which comprised officials of Anambra State Physical Planning Board, security operatives, among others, also featured stern warning that the state government will not relent in going after defaulting developers across the state. The demolished structures were a perimeter fencing and gates at Emmanuel Church Street around Jodon area of Mpo, blocking an access road built by government. Also partially demolished was a factory on government land where some people transact businesses in addition to putting poles on the roads. The task force equally demolished a one-story block of lock-up stores under construction at Oba, where the developer was alleged to have assaulted officials of the Anambra State Physical Planning Board who came to the site earlier this year for enforcement. According to the chairman of Anambra State Physical Planning Board, Barrister Chike Maduekwe, who spearheaded the enforcement exercise, it is part of the routine operations of the board to ensure development control and compliance to minimum standards. Barrister Maduekwe explained that it was the board's third time of embarking on enforcement control at Jodon area of Mpo, where an individual purchased an access road and built on it, pointing out that the last time the officials of the board paid a visit to the location, the building was at the lintel level but was demolished. At Oba building site, Barrister Maduekwe recounted the ordeals of the state government enforcement team who were beaten up by the developer and their vehicles destroyed. He warned developers that the state government will no longer tolerate any form of assault on its officials on legitimate duty, noting that any such action will be met with response.
We want to send a message to all developers who think that they can overawe or intimidate governments. They have another thing coming. It will never happen again. Governor has given instructions. He wants to build a livable, prosperous homeland for the Anambra. It must happen.
Some residents of Mpo alleged that an individual whose name was given as Mighty has been the one who keep reselling the particular place to unsuspecting buyers. Some other residents who spoke to the ABS on condition of anonymity expressed happiness with the government for coming to their aid.
Anambra State government, under the leadership of Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has begun the distribution of 500,000 oil palm seedlings and 170,000 hybrid coconut seedlings across the 326 wards in Anambra State. The distribution, which commenced yesterday, saw about 10 local governments taking delivery of their 1,500 oil palm seedlings and 500 coconut seedlings per ward. Government House correspondent Valentine Mbaduha filed on this report.
Speaking during the flag-off at Anocha local government area and the Dimbili North local government area, the Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Foster Ihejiofor, said that the project is targeted at lifting 134,000 families in Anambra State out of poverty in the next few years. He maintained that Governor Soludo is committed in giving Indianambra a secured economic future and ensure that average Indianambra are living above the poverty level.
Mr. Governor is deliberately creating a secure economic future for Anambra State and the Indianambra as families. The way it's structured is to reach out to the economically vulnerable first, and then everybody else can participate as we go along.
The special advisor to the governor on political matters, Dr. Alex Obiobolu, on his part said that the major targets are the poor families in the remotest parts of the state and encouraged the committee to ensure effective distribution according to the governor's directives.
Make sure that dividends of democracy, dividends of good governance, you up to your home and on your behavior, the first one.
The Transition Committee Chairman of Nnewi North Local Government Area, Engineer Chris Obiora, his Dunukofia Local Government counterpart, Mr. Augustine Onyemobi, and that of Anocha, Mr. Gerald Ozo, while taking the delivery of the seedlings, thanked Governor Soludo for the gesture and foresight. They pointed out the economic importance of palm and coconut trees and the transformation expected, and called on the beneficiaries to maximize the full potential of the opportunity.
The prosperous and the livable Anambra State is just here. Mr. Governor have been so focused and committed to emancipation and empowerment of our people.
The APGA chairman of Anocha Local Government Area, Chief Anthony Ugoji, who also addressed the gathering at Anocha, emphasized that Governor Soludo-led administration has been full of transformative ideas and urged the people to always key in and support the progressive agendas for a better Anambra State. Official handing over to the Ward Committee chairman at various local government areas climaxed the event.
And still to come on the news this morning, federal government declares Monday, 12 June, public holiday. The news returns after this time out. Stay tuned.
Ovaltine, 3-in-1. It has great taste.
Big day ahead.
Yummy, yummy, full of nourishment and vitality. Tea bodies and shock minds. So yeah, Ovaltine, 3-in-1. 3-in-1. Ovaltine, 3-in-1.
For your young mama.
New Ovaltine 3-in-1. Smart choice for smart kids.
You're welcome back to the news. The federal government has declared Monday, June 12, 2023, a public holiday in commemoration of this year's Democracy Day celebration. The Permanent Secretary, Dr. Oluwatoyin Akinlade, made the declaration on behalf of the federal government, congratulating all Nigerians on the occasion. The Permanent Secretary wished all Nigerians a happy Democracy Day celebration. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS in any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television, or follow us on Twitter at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can log into our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points of the news again. Wife of the governor of Anambra State, Dr. Nonye, has acquired a rising incidence of drug abuse among school children. Anambra State property developers have been warned against assaulting workers of Anambra State Physical Planning Board. Federal government has declared Monday, 12 June, public holiday. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has called for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State's economy and promotion of Koibo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that ends the news at 7, right here on ABS Television. Stay tuned for Good Morning, Anambra. My name is Priska Wankwo. Good morning.